What is good, YouTube?
Yo,
Sovereign
yo.
here, Sir Knight, and we are the Snap Squad. And looks like they had that OTA update. So let's talk about it, man. So it looks like first things first. They were able to modify some cards a little bit.
Yeah,
So
so we have the weekly Thursday over the air balance updates. So these just dropped like a couple hours ago. So I figured, we could talk about these maybe before we play, some coach streams.
yeah,
Um, but the first one on the list for these updates is Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is going from a 4-3 to a 5-4, same effect. So I guess we can read here the developers' comments, but I definitely have some thoughts about this. um, so it
well,
says Spider-Man performs very well in multiple decks like High Evolutionary, Lockdown, and Galactus. We want to avoid these kinds of play styles being too powerful as they are frustrating to play against. So we've decided to adjust Spider-Man to limit his play in combos like Spider-Man into Professor X. While this does put him at the same cost as his lockdown peer, Professor X, we think that their effects are distinct enough that they can both sit at 5 costs.
mhm.
So, what were your initial thoughts when you saw this change? Like, what was the first thing that came to your mind?
Well, if you're using Galactus ramp, this is irrelevant for the most part because you'll still be able to drop that down, sort of. But it's gonna. I mean, it's definitely a hindrance a little bit with just that one more cost because a lot of times you don't have like an extra energy just floating around, you know. So it's gonna be the choice where you're doing like a final turn Professor X, and that's not gonna benefit you at all. So I almost feel like I mean, I don't really. I might not be the right one to ask, but I feel like Spider Man might not be as valuable. Yeah, like Professor X would be a way better card to throw down because Professor X would just lock a lane. Like there, you ain't getting nothing in there unless you got freaking Jeff. But with Spider Man, shit can still flow into the lane. So it's like if I'm trying to like stop somebody from playing somewhere, and I still got like this is like intern or something like that. Like I don't even want to throw Spider Man down. Like I just have to wait on that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I actually think it might be a buff, honestly.
Do you think it's a buff to have them cost 5?
No, I think it's a buff to have him have 4 power. I
Oh, I mean,
mean, this card essentially gets played 96% of the time on turn 5. So
mhm.
I don't see how this is changing anything, but really just giving Galactus players one more power, and giving Haiova players more power. Like in my opinion, like so you touched on it. This does nothing to Galactus like whatsoever because you
Right.
just wave on 3, Galactus on 4, Spider-Man on 5. The combo's there. Like
Yeah.
Galactus doesn't care if it's a 4 or a 5. All you did was just literally give Galactus one more point. So I don't see how this has any impact on Galactus. I don't even know why they mentioned it down here. I don't see how this has
I think
any
they just mentioned
impact at
because it's
all.
it's always in the Galactus deck along with the high Evo. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
it is. But but Galactus, I've never seen really Spider-Man ever play before turn 5, even when they don't draw Galactus. So like let's say they're going to go for like, some kind of other strategy. I see them
Mhm.
play Spider-Man on turn 5, to lock
Yeah.
down a lane. Like Spider-Man always gets played on turn 5. That way you shut down the last turn of the game. Same with High Evolutionary. Like he gets played on turn 5 almost every time. Yes, occasionally it does happen where we've even talked about it on our streams when we played High Evolutionary, where we play Spider-Man on 4, Professor X on 5.
Right.
Um, but I don't think Professor X is that good in comparison to Spider-Man. Like, yeah, you lock it down and they can still add cards to Spider-Man, but you can't add any cards either. Spider-Man's like the dopest card ever because you can lock a lane down and plan it still, and your opponent can't. It's one-sided. Where Professor X is two-sided. Like both of you are locked out of that. So it's a gamble card. Spider-Man isn't really a gamble. Like you
It's
could be
just
losing the Spider-Man lane and play Spider-Man there and just guarantee that you'll win it next turn now because they can't play there and you can, right? Like Spider-Man's like more of a cheat to me than Professor X is.
hmm.
Like they both have their utilities. Like Professor X does some things that are cool, especially against move that Spider-Man doesn't. That's true. But
Yeah.
Spider-Man is on average, I think, more busted than Professor X is. There's been lots of times, man, where my opponent Professor X and they lose because I played into the lane that they Professor X gets a gamble. But if they had played Spider-Man, they don't have to scoop now because they can still play in that lane. I just can't play there any longer. I get really happy when I play like Darkhawk in a lane and they drop Professor X, doing a blind X, and I know, oh sweet, they just gave me that lane. Like they just gave me that lane. My opponent just gave me a free lane.
Right.
But it's not like that with Spider-Man. You're not giving your opponent a free lane, right? Like your opponent can still play.
Shang-Chi.
You can still play, and your opponent can't. For the most part, can't. Yeah, you could slide Jeff and you could slide Dooms in there and stuff, but for the most part, they can't play that lane any longer. So I don't think Spider-Man is going to change much at all. The only thing I could think of, Stone, that I thought this was maybe a nerf for High Evolutionary was that because he's a 5/4 now, playing him on turn 4 is not as ideal because you don't get to float that 1 mana and make your Cyclops and your Hulk and everything grow and shoot. Yeah. Right? Because before Spider-Man was sick, I almost liked him better than Professor X on 5 because I knew we could float the mana too. So you could play Spider-Man and float the mana and lock the lane down. It was like busted. Now you can't do that. So that is one good thing about this change that I think could be conceived as a nerf.
I guess the only thing
this is a buff.
Right, yeah, for sure. Like I said, if you're playing Ramp Galactus, it doesn't matter whatsoever. This change, but you're right. It does help you a little bit more because it's worth a little bit more when you throw it down now. But I guess when I was speaking before, I was literally just speaking about that playing Spider-Man and then playing Professor X right after combo to lock a lane down. And ensuring that you have enough.
That combo is gone.
Yeah, because of that, it's gone now. But utilizing Spider-Man in a different way, you still have 2 solid ways to be able to use Spider-Man. So using him turn 5 to ensure that you have that lane locked down for whatever you want to add to that is definitely still a good way to go. So yeah, now that you speak about that, I wonder if Professor X will see less now.
I think if they're still going to be played together in High Evolutionary, I think. Maybe not. I would just think that you would hope whichever one you draw, you play on turn 5, right? Yeah. So you have some way of locking down turn 5, like you play Daredevil, and then on turn 5, hopefully you have Spider-Man or Professor X. And whichever one you have, you play, and then you win still. You just can't do the Spider-Man into Professor X, the blind Spider-Man into the blind Professor X.
Right.
Combo anymore, which is not that big a deal. I think what's a bigger deal is that you can't float that mana on 5 anymore with Spider-Man. That's a bigger deal to me. And I think like that might actually hurt High Evolutionary, which I'm happy about because I think High Evolutionary, you know how much I bitch and complain. I feel like High Evolutionary changed the game way too much, in my opinion.
It's definitely been changed. Yeah. Like you would think that a card wouldn't do that drastic of a change, but I mean, shit, it is a big bad, so he had to affect the game in some way. I tell you what, one card has not affected the game as much as Kang. Kang has not affected the game.
No one plays Kang.
Really. Yeah, like I rarely see a Kang pop out. I'm glad I didn't spend $6K to buy it, because that would have been a waste. Because I would be forcing myself to try to take out a card just to play it. But yeah, I feel like Kang needs an update. Like he needs some type of a change. That 5/0 shit. I guess it doesn't matter because he erases himself from the timeline.
Right.
But it's just one of those things where it's just not a good card, and they need to do something with it. I wonder if they ever will, because it's a big bad. I wonder if they'll ever touch it like that, or if they'll just keep it. But yeah, man. So 5/4 on the Spider-Man. The next card was Beast.
Yeah.
That one got buffed too.
So we have Beast. Yes, that's funny that you say buffed, because this is like supposed to be a nerf actually. So it says
because it costs one more.
because it cost more. So the old is 2/2. Now it's a 3/4. But it's the same exact effect.
Right.
Nothing changed. So I'll read what the developers say about this card. Bounce decks with cards like Kitty Pryde, Bast, and Hitmonkey have been performing very well lately. Beast in particular stood out to us as a very powerful enabler in this deck. We want Beast's effect to take more investment to get returns, so we're adjusting him to be a 3-cost card. This also helps give Falcon more room to spread his wings, as he has often felt like a worst beast without the cost reduction effect. I'm a little bit baffled by this. Like oftentimes, like everyone says, like I wish Second Dinner had a little bit more of an elegant, nerfs, but this feels really stupid to me, honestly. This is a 3/4.
No play?
Dude, this is only like 3/4 is too much, dude. Like, it's so weird. Okay, he used to be a 2/2, right?
Mhm.
So like the average 2-cost card with an effect was 2/3, right? Like Jeff is a 2/3, right? Or like Viper's a 2/3, right? Even the new Ghost Spider that came out is a 2/3, and they all have effects, right?
Yeah.
And then you have like the non-effect card, like Shocker, that's also a 2/3, but it has no effect, but it synergizes with Patriot, right? So, but if it's a really good effect, like Hazmat, it's a 2/2, right? They don't give it the 3 power because they nerf it a bit because it has a good effect, right? That's why Beast was a 2/2, because his effect
had a good effect.
Cost 1 less. Like, he's not just returning them to your hand, which is a sweet effect. He's making them cost 1 less.
Yeah.
Right? So that's nuts. That's like absolutely crazy. And you would think they would make him a 3/3, a bad 3-power card, 3/3. But they made him a 3/4. They made him cost 1 more mana and then doubled his power. I understand that it slows down the combos now in the bounce deck, but this is a really weird adjustment to me. And I don't think it's as big a nerf as I think Second Dinner is kind of implying here. He says they're overperforming. I don't see how this is much of a nerf. I'm a little bit flabbergasted by it.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is, because you were able to drop Beast out there like turn 4 with like a couple of other like 1-power cards, one cost cards or something like that, to have multiples coming out to help with like what is it, Bison or whatever, or Bishop or whatever, climbing up and stuff like that. Yeah, and then send them all back, and you know what I mean. But now he just wouldn't come out with as many. You would have to have preemptively put all the stuff down there instead of just dropping it all down that same turn or whatever, and then dropping.
Well, that's how I kind of read it, right? Like, so let's hypothetically say you play Kitty Pryde on 1, right? And then let's say Kitty Pryde comes back on turn 2. You play like Kitty Pryde and like
something else,
Hood, right? Yeah. Okay, let's say Kitty Pryde and Hood. Kitty Pryde comes back on turn 3. You play like the Demon, and you play like Kitty Pryde, and then you play like you
would play Hood again.
You can
you wouldn't be
and then on turn 4 now you play Beast. Right? So you still get everything back. It's just one less turn of having Kitty not at 0 cost. That's the really only difference here. I don't know, but for me, Kitty doesn't cost 0, but Beast is he's now adding 2 more power to the board that he wasn't before. So I don't know how much of a trade-off that is. That almost seems like a wash to me. Right? So yeah, Beast is taking 1 more turn to like make Kitty Pryde 0 cost. Because it makes Kitty Pryde go from a 1 to a 0, but you're adding 2 power to like make up for that. So I don't really understand this change. It just feels like I don't know, man. Like I feel like
doesn't it almost feel like a buff though, a little bit?
Almost. It's like
because you're dropping it down now.
It's a wash.
Yeah, you're dropping it down now, but you're getting a permanent 2 +2 that's gonna stay there than you would have normally had. and then you get to send the cards back up, and they cost 0 or one of the cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all the cards. So it's like
And he's 4
you
power.
you just get a bunch of cards that are one less. So all those ones you drop down in that area before, and then you drop Beast. He's got a little extra on top. Plus, you set Kitty Pryde and that other shit up for free. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think cost reduction is like way more valuable than power. So like he's way better than Groot. You know, these other 3/4s in the game, you know, like
yeah, because you're able to just go down. I mean, I was having like you know, I was looking for ways to try to get Sabretooth down again. You know,
yeah, even
like, let me blow this shit up so it can be 0 from now
and then
on.
you can just keep blowing him up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
I'm just applying him because I can.
Yeah.
I know I'm about to destroy this bitch, but I'm just about to throw him out here, get a little bit more for Null. You know what I'm saying?
Price reduction is like way better.
Yeah, price reduction, definitely.
I think it's way better than power, and so like, I think he's really strong. I think Beast is still a super strong card, honestly. This does not feel like a nerf at all because they side grade upgrade because they kind of like low key upgraded him too. So like they nerfed him and then upgraded him. So it's like,
yeah,
because it's a nerf. He's 3 cost now. That's a nerf. But then it's an upgrade because he's twice as much power now. So I mean, like I don't know how to really evaluate if this is gonna have.
Yeah, you made him an extra 1/2. You made him an extra. You basically just threw an extra 1/2 on top of him.
Yeah. So this is bizarre to me. I don't know if they even tested that. And now you have the hood, which I don't even think this is anything either.
This doesn't matter.
The hood is a 1 -2. Now it's a 1 -3 power.
Right.
This seems so, but yeah, I agree, man. Like redundant. Many decks are able to take great advantage of the cheap 6 power demon while neutralizing hood's negative effect. Yeah, that's true. They are. Many decks, almost every deck that plays this, neutralizes that negative power. We're making a small nerf to the hood's power to make him more punishing to play if you're unable to counteract that base power. Notably, this is actually a buff for Viper decks that hand the hood over to the opponent to deal with. Yeah, for me, almost every time I see the hood played, I'm immediately already knowing there's no way that hood is sticking. Like they're going to either eat it with Carnage or they're going to bounce it with Beast or Falcon or they're going to slide it over with Viper. They're doing something.
Right.
They're going to do something or they're going to change it with Valkyrie. Like they're going to do something to that.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you see Sentry. Like when they play Sentry. You know that Tin Void isn't staying there.
Yeah, you know they're trying to do something with it.
They're going to Carnage it or something. It's not staying there, though. It's not.
Yeah, and so every deck that runs the hood has some way of dodging that negative side, right? So here's kind of the point. At -2, it was already enough of a nuisance for the opponent to want to add things to their deck to counteract that -2, right? Like whether that be Falcon or Beast. So let's say in a Falcon or Beast deck, you run the hood, right? Or in a Viper deck, which is a completely separate deck than a Falcon or Beast deck, you run the hood, right? Or if you happen to run Valkyrie in your deck, you might run the hood because then you can change it to a 3 power, right? Like, or if you run a Bass deck, you might run the hood, right? Because you could just change it to a 3 power. Like, everyone was already
finding ways around his negative.
Finding ways around 2 power. It wasn't like people were like, oh, -2? I'll just throw that shit in my deck and play it because it's good. No, everyone felt like -2 was enough incentive for me to find ways to counteract it. It's not changing with the -3. Everyone was already counteracting it. So I don't really understand how this is like really doing anything in the meta. I can't think of a deck I played against that just let the hood sit there. I can't. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Honestly, what's going on with this weird change?
Yeah. I'm not sure why they did that either. But yeah, they definitely just buffed it more, especially for that Viper thing. And then like it didn't really like do enough. You know, it didn't make it. You know, if anything, they should have decreased Demon from being a 1/6.
I agree.
Like,
they should be a 1/5, right?
Yeah,
I would rather they become 1/5. Yeah,
they should have reduced Demon instead of even
that. I agree with. That's way more elegant.
Yeah, because that 1/6 be brutal sometimes, but yeah,
that's too much power for a 1-drop when the opponent's going to find a way to counteract the hood's downside,
Yeah.
right? So how do you nerf the hood? Not by making him more of a downside, because no one's utilizing that negative power on their board. You make the demon cost freaking less, or power less. So
Yeah.
this is another really weird change, in my opinion. Not a fan of it. And then we have Rogue. Rogue is just a straight buff from a 3/1 to a 3/2.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely made her a buff. Yeah.
So in similar vein, to our Enchantress buffs, Rogue is a card we'd expect to see more of to counter powerful ongoing effects. Well, it's not surprising that Enchantress is more popular with her higher base power, more universal coverage, and synergies with cards like Zabu and Lizard. We are surprised to see that Rogue performs poorly even in Silver Surfer decks. We're giving her a small bump in power to help her be more viable tool to counter ongoing cards. I don't know how much of a difference this is going to make. The only thing I will say here is that when they do stuff like this, it doesn't necessarily make the card like that much better, but it gets people excited to just play it. And so for the first few days of this OTA change, you might see a lot of Rogue, which is kind of annoying. That's all it really is to me. It's not that this card's even that much better than what it was before. When Rogue was played against me, I would oftentimes lose, whether she's a 3/1 or a 3/2. I don't think that makes a difference.
Yeah, because she ends up just snatching the ability that you were banking on.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's like, yeah. But
so for me,
I gotta go ahead.
It's nothing.
I got a question for you. Do you think you'll see blind rogues?
Maybe, but not
like
really.
turn 6 type shit.
You might,
because like dealing with like a null or whatever. You'll throw null out like turn 6. So
yeah, they would. I could easily see someone blind. Like if they see you destroy a lot of cards, if you're playing like exactly like Venom and Carnage, and they're losing this lane that they need to win, they could just throw Rogue out there if they have if they don't have priority and steal your null blindly. I mean, people do that with Shang, but see what I'm saying is like it doesn't. She's not going to be like her adding her one more power. Like that's irrelevant. Like. She's still weak to be played out on the board on her own.
Yeah, that one power is not gonna make or break that lane.
It's her ability.
You didn't do anything revolutionary. Yeah, it's what she steals. Yeah, if she gets off a steal, that's what's gonna help you out.
So she was already good at doing that before this change. So my only frustration here is like, let's say we log on right now and we start playing with your destroy deck.
Yeah.
It's going to be freaking annoying because we're just going to see rogues freaking everywhere because like, oh, it's the new hotness because it just got buffed. Oh, it's the new fun toy because they just buffed it, even though it's doing the exact same thing, in my opinion, that it was doing before. It's not like Enchantress where it's like, dang, this card's like freaking good now. Just add the 4/6 into everything. This is just like, oh, well, it's changed. Let's try it and see if it's any better for fun. And everyone just is adding it for fun.
Yeah.
When it's not any better than it was before. It just hypes people up to use it.
Right.
Not that it's any stronger.
So, question: do you think we're gonna see more Medusas?
Yeah, here's the next change: Medusa. Now, this one is interesting. This one I am interested in. This is the only buff or change that really. The Rogue annoyed me. I just don't like it because I think when people see this, they get all giddy for a new card and they just want to play it, even though it's not any better than it was before. But now you're just like, well, damn, just because it's going to be around more. I don't want to play freaking Dino decks now, right? Or I don't want to play a Darkhawk deck now, which I like playing those decks, and now I don't want to play them. Or your Null deck, which like I enjoy playing Destroy. Now I can't, It's like that's really frustrating.
It's almost like a false.
Yes.
They were right. Type of update. Like, oh yeah, we were right. The moment that we upgraded the power on Rogue, she got played way more. And it's like, yeah, she got played way more for like the first like week or two, and then people just moved on to playing something else, because they weren't gonna win. People just gonna counter Rogue, so she's not as effective, But she's definitely one of those cards where like you weren't expecting a Rogue, like especially with like the high Evo decks, you're putting down like your Luke Cages and some of your other stuff, and then it's like, oh, she just steals that, so all that negative shit comes right back. You're like, damn it, dude. I used
Yeah,
to,
I
I used
agree,
to
man.
almost freaking mystique the Luke Cages just so I could have two cards that you had to get rid of to
Yeah, I know.
get my reductions.
Especially when Haibo was like 100% of the game of the
Yeah,
meta. Remember that when it first came
yeah,
out?
when it was coming
I
out. Yeah,
swear it was about 90 plus, and that's not exaggerating.
I'm glad it
Right?
slowed down now. But yeah,
It's slowed down
the
now. We
first
still
like
see
two
quite
or
a bit of
3 weeks,
Haibo,
it's still there.
but
Yeah,
it's not every single person on the planet playing it anymore. But yeah, I agree, bro. Like that's the one big difference between the Enchantress buff and this buff is when Enchantress got changed to a 4/6, there was no downside to playing her anymore. Like you could just play her on turn 4 or the final turn, even if she didn't. Are you there?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here.
even if she didn't, her effect didn't hit nothing. You could still play Enchantress, and you wouldn't care because you're dropping 6 power on the board, right? Like that could win you the game. Dropping 6 power on the final turn can win you the game, even if she's not actually shutting off any ongoing effects. Rogue, on the other hand, she's not going to win you any lane. She needs her effect to go off, whether it's a 3-1 or a 3-2. Now, if she was like a 3-4, now you're like, okay, this card might survive the first week, like you said, like the first week of just, hype. Oh, a change happened. Let's play her hype. Right now, she actually might get played beyond that because she's actually strong on her own as a 3-4. Right? It's like a strong enough power level that you could play her even if you don't hit anything with her effect. At a 3-1 or a 3-2, her effect has to go off, in my opinion, to be valuable. Otherwise, she's gonna lose you the game. Right?
Yeah.
Spending 3 mana on just 2 power is gonna lose you the game. Whether she's a 3-1 or a 3-2, that's my honest opinion about it, right? So it's like she doesn't actually become better. She's only going to be played more because of Hype City. And then people are going to see like, oh, she's still not good because I still lose. If there's nothing to steal, I lose with her. But with Enchantress, you're like, oh, there's nothing to steal. That's okay. I'm still going to play her because she's 4/6, right? Like that's the big difference between like the Rogue buff and the Enchantress buff, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now on to Medusa. Medusa is now from a 2/2 with 2 power increase if you play her in the middle location to a 3 power increase if you play her in the middle location. So she is a solid 2/5 now.
2/5. Yeah.
If you play her in the middle location. So the developer said players move past many of the starter cards pretty quickly, but most of them make a comeback in a variety of later archetypes. For example, Quicksilver was seen in Lockjaw decks for a while. Iron Man sees play in Thanos ongoing and in Mr. Negative. And recently in High Evolution, you see a lot of the vanilla cards being brought back. Medusa, however, stands out as a card that sees virtually no play anywhere beyond the early stages of Snap. Even though she's a consistent 2/4 currently, her restriction makes her weaker than she may seem. We're giving her a buff to allow her to better compete with the other 2 cost options. I'm not going to lie, man. 2/5 is really tempting. Like, really tempting. Do I think I would play her over Jeff? No. Heck no. I'm still not playing her over Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, nah.
But I would consider maybe playing her over Lizard. Like, I would consider it. Like maybe try.
In cost. I mean, it's just that you have to play her in middle. But, yeah, it's still...
that sucks. Like, she's like, of course, would be OP if you could play her anywhere you want. Right. But playing her in middle, she's a guaranteed 2/5. That's strong. I think that's a good change. You're gonna see you're gonna see her be hyped played, right? Just because she's newly changed, you're gonna see her a lot. Just try it out. Yeah, just to test the waters. Yeah, and see if they like her. But I think that there's a legitimate case to be made that she could see play even beyond this hype period. Because 2/5 is no joke. That's a lot of power, man. Like that's kind of scary. You see a Medusa drop middle lane at 2/5, you're like, damn, that's going to be kind of hard to deal with. Getting above that isn't that easy. Like now she's not beat by Doom. Doom can't beat her on his own. It's a big difference. That's like a really big difference. So I would not be surprised if she starts seeing more play.
Yeah.
But those are the changes for the OTA.
Yeah, man. And you were saying that there was some
Yeah, so
outlets
there was
going
something
on.
else that we kind of missed, but they had the when was it? A few days ago, June 5th. So just
Hmm.
a few days ago, they announced the series drop for the month. So
Yeah,
happening next week. Series 5 to Series 4 is going to be Snowguard, Stegron, and then
yeah.
from Series 4 to Series 3 is going to be Shanna. So
Hmm.
a lot of people were like flipping their lids over this because they're like, "Oh, these are crap cards. These are just crap cards," kind of
Yeah.
going off from. You remember when we talked about it last time when they announced the flexible drops, um, and how they were going to start. If the
Yeah.
cards were good, they weren't going to be adding them into the series drop,
Uh
right?
huh.
So Darkhawk ended up not dropping when
Yeah.
everyone was expecting Darkhawk to drop, and he
Right.
didn't drop. And then once again, here we are in June now, still no Darkhawk drop. Normally in June we would see Jeff drop to 4, but he's not
Mm.
dropping. He's staying in 5. So just get an idea. This was what the release looked like. Um, we could see here the release window for June. Everyone was expecting these cards
Yeah, there
to
you go.
drop to Series 4.
Oh,
Hit
okay.
Monkey, Jeff, Stegron, and Snowguard.
Snow Guard. Yeah, yeah.
And then they were expecting these cards to hit Series 3. So Zabu. Zabu is
Mm.
not going to be
So
dropping in.
Zabu didn't drop down.
Zabu didn't drop down. Zabu's
Sauron didn't
still.
drop down either, did he?
Sauron is in 3 already. He did last month.
Okay. All right.
But I think Dazzler, I can't remember if she dropped down. But Zabu is not being dropped. So we can see that Zabu and Jeff are the 2 cards here that Second Dinner is not dropping on their old schedule.
Yeah.
And so people were just like up in arms, man, over Jeff and Zabu not being dropped and how like this is a slap in the face. and it's like Second Dinner's greedy. They're just trying to make money. This game
Oh
is just pay
gosh.
to win.
They just gave you so many ways to get
Dude,
more cards and fill
and
your
that's
list
what I
up.
was saying.
Like,
And that's what I was saying, bro.
you were literally trying to figure out like how the hell did they make money this way with as many cards as they're giving us access to now.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying to people. I was like, people were calling Second Dinner disgusting for doing this. I'm like, disgusting?
Yeah, that's
what? That's heavy. Like, dude, they just gave you the mystery. Like, literally next week when they do the update, you're going to get the mystery token shop for 1K to buy Series 3 cards to your heart's content. Dude,
you're going to get eventually once you spend all of your tokens and whatnot and then accrue the entire Series 3 drops currently, then you're just going to start gaining more tokens and different things.
Exactly.
To be able to buy like the other stuff that's in Series 4
here's my
that
case.
won't come down.
Here's my case, dude. Like, in my opinion, Marvel Snap is one of the most accessible mobile games to play at a high level for a very small money investment. Once your Series 3 complete, if you're just buying the season pass, like that's it. You don't have to buy anything else. If you would just buy as a player, I wish the community would understand this. If you would just buy the damn $10 a month season pass, you're able to get like almost over half, at minimum half or over half of all the new cards that Second Dinner releases in a month. That's it. With just buying the season pass alone. You don't have to spend a dime beyond that. You literally get the season pass and you're going to be getting like every card you want that month. I'm not kidding. So what does it matter to me if they aren't doing series drops? Like, I have these tokens lying around. They give me freaking 8,000 of them a month. What else can I do with them other than buy these cards? Right? Yeah. Like, what else can I do with them?
Also, the problem, the reason why they do these damn series drops is because nobody's playing these cards. Nobody bought these things. Nobody fucking bought Snowguard, dude. I haven't seen Snowguard drop not once, man. Maybe if it got put in your fucking hand from that random ass location that just fills your hand with shit, and they mostly just give your hand like all the new stuff. So it's like, oh, you get that itch, you get to test it out. You know, you got Iron Lad in your hand, you get to play it. You know what I mean? But
No,
like,
Snow Guard is real trash.
yeah,
Like,
Snow Guard is garbage.
really
But
bad.
I think I've seen it go off like maybe once or something like that. But like, and then I saw a guy used the shit out of Stegron, dude. He literally he put it down
You?
and he was Stegroning into cloning vats. And then he would just keep playing Stegron. But it was sweeping my shit from one lane back to the next. I ended up winning his ass because he kept putting that weak ass Stegron down. Like my shit was just big to begin with. So the Stegron was just swinging his tail around and whipping my shit, just making my aisles, my lanes big as fuck. Like, because he kept putting them around in all three of the lanes or whatever. But he kept duplicating his shits. I don't know why. But yeah, it was just making my shit good. Shauna is a good card. So finally getting that one to reduce down is cool. She's not a great card, but it's definitely a wild card for when you want to play if you wanted something else to play besides Doom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I think she's pretty good.
She gives a viable 4/4.
Yeah, she's a viable card, and you could play her with Kazar and like buff those 1/1s. She drops out, and she's like you said, she's a mini Doom for 2 costs less.
Right, and you get
she's
to put down like maybe 2 other 1-cost cards, or like maybe one other 2-cost card to fill the lane up, to help overpopulate and whatnot.
But, yeah, I think she's a decent card. I think Stegron would actually be a little more decent if they had just made him a 4/6 instead of a 4/5.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah,
4/6 is kind of like the standard stat line. I don't know why in the world, in this world at all, you would ever think that Stegron's ability is better than Iron Lad's, and you made Iron Lad a 4/6, but Stegron a 4/5. I'm not understanding that whatsoever.
Yeah. But see, that's how like some of these drops and stuff like that work. Like I feel like because they started at such a high entrance. And if you didn't have what you needed to get it right then and there, you kind of you lost out on it, and then you have to wait. And it's like, okay, I either buy other cards or I wait until I get that card to come back around or whatnot. So like a lot of these cards aren't gonna see the day of light. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that many Iron Lads. You know what I mean? Yeah. Iron Lad is a great card. I just don't see that many of it.
Well,
so
here's the thing.
It's never gonna get a change adjustment like Stegron.
How many tokens do you have right now? Do you know off the top of your head how many tokens you have right now?
Let me see. I think I have like 3,400, 3,800.
Okay, so almost 4K.
Yeah, almost 4.
Do any of these cards?
Yeah, 3,800.
Do any of these cards here? You already have Nebula. You already have Ghost Spider. Do any of these other 3 cards like really excite you?
Excite me to want to pay what?
So Spider-Man,
I would buy 2099.
Spider-Man Ham is 3K, Silk is 6K, and Spider-Man 2099 is 3K.
I think Spider-Man 2099 might be worth the 3K.
He might be, but
I feel like he might.
You could just spend your tokens and buy Iron Lad, who's still at 6K. Right? Yeah. Or Jeff, who's still at 6K. Like,
but I wouldn't. At this
are
point
these
right
cards
now,
like, huh?
At this point right now, I wouldn't. Like, I want Iron Lad. I wouldn't spend the 6K on Iron Lad.
On Iron Lad?
Yeah, I wouldn't spend the 6K on Iron Lad. I wouldn't spend the 6K on Jeff, and that's because currently, right now, I do not have my Series 3 full. And I want to get my
yeah. Okay, so let me ask that question again. If you were Series 3 complete today and you had your 3,400, 3,800 that you have, would you rather buy one of these cards or just save a little, like for one more week to get Iron Lad or Jeff?
I would probably save up to get Iron Lad.
Yeah.
At that point. Just because
these cards,
like Spider-Man's
you have to play Spider-Man in a move deck.
Right.
And I don't know if you're a fan. I'm not a fan of move decks. Like I'm not really a big fan of them. So I don't know how much they excite me. Silk at a 2/5 maybe, but I am not sold on Silk. A lot of people are kind of hyped on Silk, but I am not convinced, man, that just for the simple fact that she's 2.5 makes her good no matter what. Like, I feel like people are thinking, like, because she's a 2.5, I don't care where she lands, therefore she's auto include. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there are gonna be a lot of games
I think
where she gets thrown into a
manipulate.
lane and locks me up, right? And like it screws me, right? Or she gets thrown into a lane that I'm already winning by a shit ton, and now I needed her in another lane. I feel like it's gonna happen pretty frequently, dude. And I don't like the gamble aspect of her. So I don't know how sold I am. I'm gonna wait. I have tokens that I have nothing to spend on. So I'm serious.
How many tokens do you have?
Like, here's kind of like what I'm trying. Here's my point. I'm Series 3 complete. You're close. You're gonna probably be Series 3 complete this month. Once they make that change, you're gonna buy that Mystery 3, and you're gonna be done like really fast. Like, you're gonna be done this month. So moving into next month, I'm not really excited about these cards. I'm not excited about Spider-Ham. I'm not super excited about Silk, and I'm not super excited about Spider-Man 2099. Spider-Man 2099 is dope, but I don't like move decks, so I'm not as excited for him. I could see how someone might be really excited for him. I get it. Like, he might be worth it. But what am I supposed to spend my tokens on this month? Like, I might as well go back and buy something. Like, what do I even want? I feel like I don't even want to. I might buy these because I have nothing else to spend tokens on. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
yeah, I figure I think that Spider-Ham might be the more viable one to cop between Spider-Ham and 2099, just because Spider-Ham can be thrown in any deck and he just changes the biggest card in your hand. So, I mean, yeah, if people are running Infinauts, I just let them get that Infinaut out on turn 6 without any restrictions or whatnot. But if there's a Doom in your hand, there's a Magneto, there's any of those other ones that do something wicked, the Hulk, I would be able to change to him, the Hulk, and he's no longer 22 in your high Evo deck. He's 12. He's 12 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ruined your plans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear you. Actually, like any deck that you would consider running Iceman in, I think you can easily decide to run Spider-Ham it. Because Spider-Ham might be better, to be honest. I don't know. He might be better. So he's almost like Iceman good. So yeah, I kind of hear what you're saying. He's not like forced to be in a move deck. Spider-Ham can be in something else. Where like Silk and Spider-Man 2099, I feel are move deck cards. Yeah, like I feel like if you're playing a move deck, you want those.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Silk could kind of adjust to any other deck, right? Like, if you were to think about it, if instead of playing Lizard, if you played Silk and you just manipulated her into the lanes that you wanted, right? Like, you play her in the lane by herself, and then, you fill up other lanes that you don't necessarily want her to be in. And then maybe, last turn or something like that, you play something big like Hulk down in that lane or whatever, and then move her ass over to the other lane that's not filled, that is now filled because she drops in there and whatnot, and she just drops a 5. Like, she might be a good Lizard replacement because she stays 5 no matter what. It's just that she's got ADHD. She won't sit down.
She's the thing though is like, it's not just you manipulating her; it's the opponent manipulating her too.
Is it anytime there's a card played, or is it anytime?
I'm pretty sure whenever a card is played, she moves. Let's find out. They showing me the cards here.
I hate some of these websites. Just one time.
I know, it's like, just show me the cards.
Okay. She was at the top, yeah.
Yeah, but there's no text for her.
Oh, that's dumb. What is that down there? No, that's something else.
Yeah, Silk is a 2-cost card. 2-cost 5 power that will move to a new location after any card is played here.
Oh, okay. So she's like a rambunctious Titania then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. She's like Titania, but she slides different lanes rather than just sliding back and forth.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so she might not be. Yeah, she might not be a good replacement for Lizard unless you really don't care. Like if you don't fill your lanes up, then I guess that's how it would go. But
Yeah, it's just for me. I just think like these cards are not super exciting. Like look at last month. Like Iron Lad was exciting. High Evolutionary was exciting, right? Like even some people thought Tribunal could be exciting, even though he turned out to be one of the worst cards. But there was like an idea that maybe he could be cool. That's a lot of cool cards, right? Like even here, I'm not a big fan of a lot of these, but Jeff, I was excited for. I'm not excited for like any of these cards here, really. Like none of these really excite me. And that's kind of my point. Like, what does it matter if Second Dinner decides, oh, Silk is busted, so let's leave her in Series 5? Well, I have 6,000 tokens. Sorry, Second Dinner gave me 8,000 tokens to spend this month. I'm Series 3 complete. I'm going to pick the one card that I think is funnest, and maybe that's Silk, right? And then I'm like, okay, fine. They're just giving to me for free. I don't care if she's not dropping because they gave me the 8,000 tokens to buy a card. I'll buy the one I like the best. If that ends up being the one that doesn't drop, big deal. I already own it. Right. So like for me, to me, it's a nothing issue. It's a non-issue. This whole series drop fiasco. It's a non-issue.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely doesn't matter as much. It definitely, it's not as bad as people are thinking that it is.
I think the only problem is like what you said. If you're not Series 3 complete, I can understand this being annoying because now you're never going to see some of these cards ever, right? Like Darkhawk. You'll probably never see Jeff.
You're going to see them. It's just going to take a lot longer. You're going to have to wait for it to rotate in the Series 4 to 5 section, and then you just pin it. Like whatever card you want, you just pin it. Like I didn't buy Iron Lad because I didn't have the tokens for it, and I wanted to save up for High Evolutionary, so I would have that big bad that I know is probably not going to go down anytime soon. So, like, I just have Iron Lad pinned. So eventually I'll get to him, and I'll go ahead and buy him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just saying it's like what I was going to say is like, yeah, it's annoying if you're in Series 3 complete, right? Like, it's more annoying, this change. But Second Dinner, they made it to where it's not hard to be Series 3 complete anymore by giving you the mystery token shop. And then by giving you 8,000 tokens a month, you're going to be Series 3 complete so fast now. So it's like, it's kind of like a wash to me. Like, okay, so they made it harder to get certain cards, but then they made it easier to get Series 3 complete. That's a wash. To me, that's a complete wash, right? If they made it the same difficulty to get Series 3 complete, right? Like imagine, Stone, you couldn't spend 1K on the mystery card shop. Now it feels like a major grind because you're never going to get to play Iron Lad, right? It's going to be a long time before you get to play Iron Lad, right?
Right.
But now it's not going to be that long. You're probably going to get it the next time around. So like once you finish Series 3 complete, your next goal is Iron Lad. That's not going to take you but a few weeks, right? Like,
right.
And now you can just get whatever you want every month now. Once you get the card that you wanted Iron Lad, then you're like, okay, now what's next?
Yeah,
right? What else can I spend these 8,000 tokens on?
Yeah, I'll just leave the chest to grab like the other, Series 4 or possible 5 drop. You know what I mean? From those random collector's reserves.
And that's the thing. That's another thing.
You get those randomly.
Yeah. This month, Spider-Ham and Spider-Man 2099 are launching into Series 4. That means you can get them in reserves. So every 40 reserves, you open up a Series 4 card.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the same for Series 5. You don't open Series 5 cards in the reserves. Like you can, but it's like winning the lotto. Like,
okay, yeah.
It's such a small chance. With the Series 4 cards, it's guaranteed. Like every 40 sections, there is an actual Series 4 card in there. Okay. It's not like that with Series 5. Series 5 has like a 0.25% chance of dropping within a box that would give you a card. With Series 4, they're actually inside the ladder, right? So you do open them,
right?
About one a month. You open about one a month. So they're putting these directly into Series 4. That means you could just open them. Because I think you were like almost fully Series 4 complete. We were looking at your collection. I think you had like 1 or 2 cards you were missing from Series 4.
From Series 4? Yeah.
So that means that when these
I'm trying to remember.
you're going to have a really good chance of just pulling them from a box rather than even having to spend tokens on them, which will not happen with Silk. That's a huge change too. It's not just that they're going to be costing 3,000 tokens, which is half of what all previous new release cards cost. New release cards always cost, 6,000 tokens. Now they're going to cost 3,000, but also on top of that, you can open them in boxes, which you were never able really to open new boxes. There's streamers that I watch who are, Series 3 complete like me.
Yeah, they'll be able to like 200
They
boxes.
have like 60, 70 boxes saved up.
Yeah.
The moment freaking Spider-Ham drops, they'll just open it in a freaking box, dude.
Yeah,
I was have to spend tokens on it.
Yeah, I was just looking at my collection, and the only ones that I didn't have from Series 4 was Shauna and Master Mold, but Shauna's gone down. Why hasn't Master Mold gone down?
See, that's what's crazy. Shauna's going to drop to a Series 3. You'll open that in a box.
Yeah.
And now there's literally only one Series 4 card you don't own. So you want them to put more cards into Series 4. That way you open them in those 40 box sections, right? Because that way you actually get to open these cards. So if I were you, I wouldn't even buy Spider-Ham or Spider-Man. You're just going to open them in your boxes, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to open them, right? So it's like they're giving you everything. Freaking Second Dinner is giving you everything. Who cares if they're not doing series drops, man? Like, that just drives me crazy. Yeah, there's nothing else to spend the tokens on other than the best cards in the game, right? So it's like, if I think Iron Lad's one of the best cards in the game, I don't want freaking Spider-Ham. I'll just buy Iron Lad. Big deal. Yeah, like, it's just a non-issue to me.
Yeah. So you said Snow Guard's dropping from 5 to 4, along with
Snow Guard's dropping from 5 to 4. So is Stegron. Stegron and Snow Guard are dropping from 5 to 4.
Okay, so next week, next Tuesday, right, is when they drop the.
I believe it's next Tuesday. The patch will happen next Tuesday. After
they'll just drop what, Spider-Ham first, or they'll drop Spider-Ham and
no, Spider-Ham. I think. Wait, is it next? It is on Tuesday, right? The card drops are on Tuesday.
Yeah, but I think so. Yeah,
I think Silk is first. Let me see if you can find out.
Because I know right now for 5. Yeah, for right now for 5 is Kang. That I have left is Kang, Howard the Duck, Iron Lad, Jeff, and then the Living Tribunal, and then whatever new that they drop into 5. So Stegron and Snow Guard are out, so it's literally just going to be those cards. So I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, I'm eventually going to get some of that higher shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're already Series 4 complete, to be honest. So you got to be excited that they're actually going to be putting freaking cards into Series 4 for you to even get.
Yeah.
Because you buy lots, you open lots of boxes. Damn, I can't find.
Yo, what's good, Tim? Thanks for joining.
Find June card release order or dates.
Oh, they have it in there. Something like June.
Is this the order?
No, they had a different order of when they were gonna put stuff in there.
Maybe Tim knows. Tim,
it was in the
card is dropping first. What's the order of releases? Is it Spider-Ham? Is it Silk first? Is Silk dropping first, and then Spider-Ham and Spider-Man, or what order are these guys dropping in? See, maybe if Tim knows.
Yeah, so June 12th is Silk first.
Oh, so Silk's dropping first. I thought Silk was first.
Yeah. So June 12th, Silk is dropping first, and then June 19th is Spider-Ham, and then 26th is 2099.
Okay. So Silk is dropping first. Like
Yeah,
I
you're
said,
right.
Silk is probably the most interesting to me of this lot, but I'm not buying her on day one. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and
Mhm.
see how she plays out because I
Yeah.
think there's a little bit more volatility to her ability than I think people are taking into consideration. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
I just feel like it, man. I feel like you play her, she's gonna jump into a lane and lock my lane out, or she's gonna
So
jump
what is
into a
going to
lane
play?
that I'm winning like crazy, and then I'm like, damn, I don't need her in there, and now I just lose her power. I don't know. She's gonna be a little volatile to me, more so than
Yeah.
Titania, because Titania is a one-cost card. She works really good on turn 6. So you could just hold Titania until the very last turn of the game and drop her. Silk might work that way in like a zoo deck, or like a Sarah control. Maybe you put her in a Sarah control and you just wait till last turn. But then I guess
Yeah.
that would be like, why not just run Titania then?
Yeah.
Or maybe you run
Essentially.
both Titania and Silk. Maybe that's the direction. So for me, Silk is really interesting because 2/5, of course, is a dope amount of power.
Wait, what update?
But I just think that it's pretty volatile. So I'm gonna wait to see how she plays out before I spend tokens on her.
Yeah, Tim's saying that 2099 got updated. So
what's the update? Does he only destroy one card now?
I mean,
I
it's
thought he was
supposed to
destroying like
every
multiple cards. Does he only destroy one now?
or is it just the first time he moves? And
Like
that's
just
it?
the first time he moves, so just one card? Yeah, the first time he comes to a location, it's just one card. Because
Well,
I think people were thinking about like swinging him around the board,
yeah,
and like,
just Spider Gwen his ass everywhere.
yeah, like you Spider Gwen, and then you freaking Heimdall him, and you're like, dang man, this guy's just destroying everything everywhere,
Yeah,
Yeah, he just
that is
one
a
card
little
only.
weird. Like if he only ever destroys one card, then he's definitely not as good as what we'd have all thought he would be, for sure. Because that would suck. But yeah, if every time he swung into a new area, he just fucked something up, like, that would be a badass Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me he swings in each zone and he fucks something up as he's going? Like each time? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think they kind of had to preemptively do that. I could just imagine, the Snap community would find some way to absolutely abuse that, and it would not be fun to
Yeah,
play
of
again,
course they
right?
would.
Like you would have to play it yourself, and then you have a big
Yeah.
problem on your hands. Your meta is all out of whack. So I think like that's a good decision on their part. He's still
Yeah.
good. I think he's still good, honestly. Even though he's just destroying one card, you could really pick where you want him to go. Pretty
He's still
easily.
5, so he's not bad,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, even at 4/5, he's pretty strong, and he's destroying something. So even if he destroys something, even if he destroys a 1 cost, he's like a 4/7. It's pretty good at like worst case scenarios, like a 4/7.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that would be, yeah.
Yeah, Timothy.
That
Yeah,
would
exactly.
be
We thought it was that way too. Every time every time he first goes into a location for the very first time, he destroys a card. So you would think intuitively that means the other 2 locations, right, that he wasn't played in, you can put him in to destroy a card. But now it's reading as though only the very first time he ever moves to a first location does he destroy a card. Only the very first time he does that.
My question is though, can you bounce him with Beast? Can you at least do that?
And reset his effect? Does he remember?
Yeah, you would drop him, and then you would drop Spider Gwen in a different area. She swings him over. Boom, he blows it up. Beast next turn, and then
so you're saying like you turn 4 Spider-Man, you turn 3 Spider Ghost, and then bounce with Beast on 3 with the new 3/4, and then you do him again on turn 6. How do you get him go off on turn 6? Are you moving him? Or maybe you move him with Iron Fist or something. So like you move him with Iron Fist or something on turn 6.
Maybe in some sort of way, but yeah, you'd have to put him out on turn 4. Maybe a turn 3 if you've got like a cost 1 less or something like that, or you got like maybe Electro or something like that.
I don't see why you'd waste. I don't see why you would. He's not good enough to put Electro on your deck. Like Electro, you need to be doing like some really crazy stuff to like put a bad card like Electro on your deck.
Well, you just got to get rid of Electro, playing Electro. Like I think Electro would work in a destruction deck because you're always blowing shit up. You know, you drop him to get that extra energy and you just destroy his shit.
But the question is like, what are you trying to use that one extra energy for, other than just playing like one bigger card each turn?
Yeah, that might.
That's
be
why
true.
he works so good in like Galactus or like Sandman, right? Because like you only care about playing just a card. You just care about cheating out one big card than you normally could each turn, right? So
Right.
he's good in those decks, but just like playing Electro into like a random destroy deck, it's like, nah, that's not good enough. That one extra mana you probably wouldn't even utilize a lot of the time. You might, but you probably wouldn't.
For sure.
But anyways, you want to play a little bit, man, or what are you doing?
Yeah. Let's get some games in, man. I reached 83, so. Oh shit! What happened to him? He left on that shit. But yeah, I managed to reach 83 last night, or technically actually this morning. So we can go from there and play some games and whatnot. I'll try to see a wait if he comes back in. See if he joins again. There he goes.
I was trying to like exit out of my share.
Yeah. Dumped out of here one thing. I told him about the channel. I stay grounded him out of here, man.
Out of here. What was that?
I stay grounded him out of here.
You stay grounded me, yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, Tim, if you want to see our chat about the series drops and the OTA changes, we did that earlier in the stream. I think I might try to clip it out and make a video with it.
Yeah. All right, you can see now, right?
Yeah, I can see it all. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so should I just keep going with the destruction deck that we were playing with yesterday?
Damn. Dude, man, I wish you had freaking Iron Lad, because I would have you play like a Doomwave deck for sure.
Yeah. I wish I did too. But like I said, I got that.
Do you like that destruction deck? Is it working for you? What level are you now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 83 now, sucker. Damn.
83, buddy. The big 83.
Dude.
Every night I've been going up, man. Actually, it was this morning, dude. So I was playing like I didn't have a chance because I was running around doing stuff last night and whatnot to play at work. So I didn't get to play until like the very end of my shift in the morning and whatnot. And then I was playing while I was driving home. So, bro, I was literally playing like nonstop bots this morning. I don't know what it was, but when I hit it, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. When I hit it, I was like, oh, I just got to keep playing. Like, I can't stop. I have to keep playing. That's why I was playing.
Because this is a window. You have like a bot window, right?
Yeah. It was like some weird ass window where no real players were really playing. It was just like bot after bot after bot. So I'm like 8 cubing like crazy, 4 cube, 8 cubing like nonstop to keep going up. Because I had played some and I had gone up and did some gambles, and then and they had something, and so I went down or whatever to about like 73. But just within like an hour, I worked my way from like 73 to 83. I was like, damn, dude, like I have to keep playing,
Dang, that's cool, man. What time was that? I gotta wake up.
It was about like 6 in the morning, and it doesn't normally happen like that. Normally the bots, if I do come across any, will be like maybe like 1 or 2 in the morning, something like that. But yeah, for some reason they were just out there. And then what's funny is like I was seeing these basic names, and then I would just shoot like a hello, and then they wouldn't reply, and then I'd hello again.
Yeah, that's one of the tricks to find out if it's a bot is to emote.
Yeah, and so I just was like snapping because they were doing dumb shit, like you were telling me, like playing Blade like on turn 1 or 2. It's crazy. Just different things. Like they were dropping shit like Shuri and then putting the next card in a whole different other location. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I'm definitely playing a bot. Let me fucking snap right now, you know?
Yeah.
Just doing like, weird, like really weird things. Like playing like Yondu and there's a reveal twice location and you didn't play Yondu there. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
So yeah, it was just like different things. But what's funny is like, as I was encountering a good streak of these bots, I would encounter regular players in there, and I would hit them with the hello, and they would not respond. So I thought that they were bots.
And you'd snap.
And then they would do something like a snap later or something like that, or they wouldn't snap at all. And then I would win, and then I would just fist bump anyways. And then they would fist bump me back. And I'm like, oh, these bastards, they're freaking hiding. You know, it was like close battles where it's like I snapped and I'm 8-cubing it, but I thought I was playing a bot. But then they pulled something, and it's like, okay, is this a bot? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You play a little bit more reckless when you think you're playing a bot. And then
you just snap for it when you
play
play
a human. You're like, damn, I thought that this guy was gonna make a shit move, but he didn't make a shit move. Yeah, I totally hear you, man.
Yeah, man.
Like right now, I think it's one of the hardest times to play, probably, because people are playing, especially after the OTA changes. There's like excitement around the game, and so, oh, nice Killmonger target there, nice juicy sunspot. Oh, yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, just put them all in there for Venom to chew up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I want to last turn a Killmonger, but
wait. Oh, that's fine if you get a rock in your location, right? The question is, do you want to Killmonger now? You could just put a rock in his spot, I guess. Or you could Venom now. Almost feel like
I don't know if Venom is worth it right now, though. You know?
I wish that dude had priority. It's a bummer.
Huh?
I kind of wish the Legato had priority because that way, if he plays a 1-drop right now, your Killmonger gets more value. I guess just take the value while you can take it. Yeah, might as well just take the value right now.
Okay. Put it in right and in turning range.
Especially if he just passes here, that'd be great. Yeah, that's decent. Your Nova's not getting very much value, but I guess it's fine. Or even maybe you should have just played it and left. He did play something there. Interesting. Let's see what happens.
GF,
not enough.
All right.
So now you just play Deadpool and left and Venom, right? You Venom both those guys, I guess?
Yeah, might as well. Just to get it off.
Your death isn't quite getting low enough yet. It's going to be 4 cost. Oh. He's like, stop the shenanigans already, right?
Maybe he was banking on that sunspot or something. Mm-hmm.
He wasn't happy losing his sunspot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That probably made him feel bad, so he's like, I'm just leaving. I'm tired of this. I'm just leaving.
Yeah. Tim got any suggestions over there?
Nah, he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Buy GME. Guy's still on that, huh? Jan Dizzle.
Yeah. Got to get Yondu off if I got the option. Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Nice. Knocked out his combo card. That was the next card he was drawing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he snaps.
Interesting. What does that mean to you? What are you doing, man? You gonna stick or you gonna run?
No, I'm a stick. I ain't seen nothing yet.
All right. You crazy.
Well, at least was a two to see what's going on.
Dude. You're a madman.
Okay.
Tim's making people mad with Big Daddy G, dude. Oh.
What? This one isn't Galactus. There's not Galactus in here.
You could play Deadpool and Nova in middle or something.
Do what?
Deadpool Nova middle, maybe?
Okay.
And then you could play like Killmonger and Clintar, I guess.
Well, why wouldn't I put Nova and Clintar?
Well,
Because you think I should be Killmongering on the last turn
you want to
on
destroy
the
it, right? I mean, it doesn't matter where you put them. You just want to destroy them. That's why I don't think it matters where you put them. But you could kind of like give away priority.
Oh,
Do you want priority? I guess you can kind
well,
of keep
so
priority.
I guess I wasn't sure. I thought Nova would just go off regardless if he gets morphed or not. But
No, he won't go off.
yeah,
He'll get transformed.
yeah.
So you
Okay.
kind of want to be careful not risking it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't
You
think it's
just
gonna
kill.
matter if
You
I
just kill
Clintar.
longer. You come on. I think. Wait. Do you want to compete with Thor?
Yeah.
Because you might want to just put him in Clintar. Thor
Mm,
might be hard to compete with.
you might be right. We'll go with that. I
Or
was
or,
just
or,
thinking.
or you put Killmonger there. Yeah, maybe you're right. No, put Killmonger there, and then if you draw Venom, you can
Wait until after dinner.
with the Wolverine.
Okay.
What are you doing?
You said put him over there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can eat him with Venom now, because you want to eat the Wolverine lane. So maybe ooh.
Hey, Brady.
Hey, how's it going, Eileen?
He said hi. All
What
right.
are you doing?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
so there goes Venom. Wait, no, you want to put Deadpool there too. So throw Deadpool
Right.
and then eat it all with Venom. And let's hope that Wolverine goes middle.
Man,
Dang,
what did he
dude. Death is gonna
put
be
down there?
one shy. It's gonna be hard to compete with whatever you put there.
Shit. Red
What
Skull.
the heck, dude?
Okay.
Oh, dude.
What do you think about that?
Wait. How does that win though? How does that win Clintar?
Well, I'm not trying to necessarily win Clintar. I was hoping that I would be able to kick Wolverine out into Necrotia.
Yeah,
If
but
he,
why not do Deadpool last then? Like, why give up? Deadpool's more power than Carnage
well, he would be
would
the
give
same.
you. No, it wouldn't be. It'd be. So if you put
if I
Deadpool
destroy all
first,
three of them,
if you just roll all three, then Carnage is 6 power,
right?
or it's 6 power either way. So I guess it is either way. It's the same either way. But why not just?
Well, I guess it'd be 8 if I did this. It'd be 8 over here, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
matter
It'd be
because I'm
8,
gonna
yes.
lose. I'm gonna lose the Red Skull. But
Yeah, so
I
why not
was
just do
hoping-
all that middle then?
I guess
Just
I
do all
can.
that middle. But I mean,
What, all of this? Ah, shit, bro.
wait, can you win Clintar? You're crazy. Just
No, I don't
run. You
think-
should run. Retreat. Just retreat. I mean, like, look at why did you just do what you did there? That was weird.
I was just
a panic drop.
you
Just a
were
panic drop.
saying- Yeah, you were saying to put shit down in the middle, but I'm taking too damn long. It's taking too long.
Well, I was gonna say, what if you put death? What if you put death in the Clintar as well? So let's say you went Carnage, Deadpool, Death.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? Then will we win? Would that be enough to win? It'd be 8 Carnage, Deadpool, Death. It'd be 8, it'd be 20. It wouldn't be enough to beat. It'd be 20. It'd be 23, which would be just shy. Because if you could still Clintar some way, that'd be the only way you have a chance of winning here. And then on top of that, hoping Wolverine goes middle as well. So you'd want to like try to win Clintar and then hope Wolverine goes middle. And then you're competing with all 3 lanes. Because then he just plays his, his Taskmaster probably over there in Metropolis. And you lose Metropolis. Venom is 15 power. Yeah. Sometimes it helps to like sit and analyze the game. Not a bot.
Homelander.
Okay. Does it matter if you put this? Does Venom doesn't get the 5 power, right? Yeah.
Nah.
You're just gonna eat it all with Saber. You're gonna eat it all. You're gonna put Sabretooth there. Ooh. No. Saber. And then you could do Bucky, Carnage.
I gotta get shit on that right though.
Yeah, try to compete with Mojo World.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Bucky, Carnage. Oh, this Killmonger. I think you might need to like freaking I think you might need to like snap.
Rock now?
Yeah,
I got
dude.
snap, man.
Because you're gonna kill it all. Yeah, because he buffs him with Patriot, you know?
Right.
Ooh. Wait, no. Don't Yondu. Wait a second. Wait, actually, you want a Killmonger? No, you want a Deadpool.
I think I should save Killmonger. No?
For turn 6?
Well, actually, no. I need to give Noah out there. So yeah.
You need to try to find a way to give away priority here.
I don't think that's happening, dude.
Because if you can give away priority, you definitely win. Well, you can. You could play like Yondu.
Into Nidavellir?
No, I don't like that.
The moment I put
you could play
cards,
Saber. You could play Saber. Sabretooth.
Come on, man.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you can give it away.
Make a freaking decision.
Okay, Sabretooth and Mojo.
And then what?
Pass.
Yondu?
You can pass.
Why? I have 5 power. Why would I pass that?
You said you want to do Killmonger last turn, right?
No, I was saying I got no.
Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect, I think.
Bro.
Okay, now you can do. This is perfect. Now you can do. Damn, I don't know if you can still Mojo the world.
We got rocks. Rocks are gonna go.
So play. No. Yeah, Nova, and then Yondu middle.
I should have fucking played another card.
What? It would just get destroyed. It would just get destroyed by Killmonger.
Well, at least if it was a fucking Deadpool or something. I don't know.
It would get destroyed by Killmonger.
But I could have played. I could have just played no in one spot.
Yeah, and you'd lose. Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
That. Hopefully, it doesn't put anything.
Although I don't know if you should actually compete with Mojo World, to be honest. But
what? Just leave it alone?
I almost feel like you should put Yondu in Washington or Nidavellir. Just you could pass. You could try. Go ahead.
Shit, man.
Dude, he snapped. Let's see if it's yeah, it's a loss, I think. We'll see. Yeah, it's a loss. Definitely. Yep. 8 cuber, man. Yeah. Doom instead of Ultron.
Yeah, I guess I should have put more shit into there. God damn it, dude. Alright, man.
I guess we should have just Killmongered. But there's no way of knowing he was going to play Ultron or Doom. Because if he plays Ultron, then you're mad that you Killmongered. You know, like you Killmongered
Oh,
early.
because he'd kill more. Well, it would have been the same, right? No, it would have been like one more power.
No, if he played Ultron, you would have won that game.
Because that was nothing.
You know what I'm saying? If you played Ultron, you would have won that game. Because you would have killed everything in Washington except for just the one card he had there. I think it was like the Wasp. You would have killed everything else.
I went off first, though, didn't I? Or did
No.
he?
You gave away priority. So we did what we wanted to do. We gave away priority. He went off first. That's why I was saying the play was good. But you could put Saber down and then just I guess we're just going to abandon.
What you call it?
Well, you want a Venom next turn, or do you want a Killmonger Deadpool next turn?
I'm hoping that I can get Carnage next turn. But if I don't, then I guess I would just Venom. Or I'd probably Killmonger. I'd Killmonger and Bifrost or something.
Yeah. You could do like just, Deadpool, Killmonger.
Bastard. Wakanda's gone. Wakanda never.
You could put that there, and then, or you can actually, what you could do is you could Deadpool Killmonger right now.
Right here.
And then next turn you can Venom Wolverine. I would do yeah, I guess that's fine. We'll just have the Sabretooth stick. Or you could Deadpool Venom instead of Wolverine. I don't know which is better. It's the same power, I think.
Yeah, but Wolverine will stay down there, flip around, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Wolverine's better then.
The Shadow King. He just threw that down. I don't know why he put that there. Maybe he thought I was going to blow some shit up. I don't know.
So I think Wolverine will Venom is probably better.
Wolverine. You think Wolverine and Venom over here?
Yeah, in the right.
Instead of Deathlock?
Yeah, because there'll be more power with Venom. You'll be able to keep all your power there. Would have been cool if you could have played both Deathlock and Venom. That would have been sick. Kind of a late Storm. It's kind of redundant.
Yeah.
Because next turn is last turn anyways. So you could just Deathlock in the Storm lane. And then you can play Deadpool, Death in the middle.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Should I snap? You think it's not snap worthy?
I wouldn't snap. That way you can try to get 2 cubes out of him.
Gotcha. Let's see if he stays. I don't see him staying. I don't know why he dropped that Storm.
Yeah, it was redundant, right?
Yeah. It's like it's the last turn anyways, Brody. Unless he's just going to flood the market with ones. He didn't drop whatchamacallit, so I don't know. What's he got? Let's see
if he preemptively
no, man.
No, that's not enough. That's
Any
definitely
silver
not enough, dude. Okay. Barely even one flooded. Yeah. That was no way he was winning that. But if we snapped, he would have ran. So we needed to get that extra 2 cubes after that 8 losser, man. We got to get these cubes back.
Yeah, man. It was brutal, man.
You switched back to this rather than the Nimrod? Galactus Nimrod version?
It was just because I was playing this and I wasn't having any problems with it, really. So I decided to to keep this instead of switching back to the one with Nimrod. I did use one with Nimrod though. One time. It was an accident, but I had used the one with Nimrod.
Oh yeah.
I do like playing with the Nimrod shit though.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
I
which is
felt
better
like
to be honest, because the Nimrod's combo's pretty dope.
yeah,
Because you can
I don't know.
Venom, Deathlock, double Nimrod. It seems strong, dude.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
strong for
Dylan,
sure.
that sucks. You have all your destruction on your. Oh, he changed it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Woo,
Oh, we're gonna-
Jeff.
But that's
Yeah.
okay. What do you do here, man? Do you? I think you gotta eat. You gotta eat. Yeah, I think you Carnage. Yeah, you gotta eat. You gotta get that Deadpool. Although the Deadpool, that's a bummer though. It's gonna
What?
clog your hand up.
Oh,
Maybe you should have just played Punisher somewhere. That's
I
interesting.
really want to throw something down to just destroy his shit on the right.
If you can beat it, it's this turn. You can't beat it, huh?
Well, let me see.
Well, that doesn't beat it. That doesn't beat it.
No, it
Doesn't
doesn't
beat
beat it.
I think you just Deadpool Venom left. Or you did pull Venom left, I think.
Deadpool Venom? Yeah, to keep the
Yeah.
power? Okay.
Yeah, just keep growing Deadpool. Oh my gosh, is this a bot? You could have killed him, dude. He just killed his own freaking 7-cost power. I gotta look and see if this is a bot. I don't think it is, though. What's this guy's name? Oh, no, it's not a bot. You could have actually beat him. Dang. That's cray. Oh, you know what you could have done? Is you could have... Oh, yeah, no, you didn't have anything to throw in there. Never mind. Would have been cool to just throw stuff in there to die.
Yeah. Deadpool or
Okay,
something.
so now you what? Wait, you what? Oh, no, I think you... Wait.
I was just
Isn't
thinking
it-
for Deathlock next turn,
But that's not, but that's the last turn, though. So isn't it better to just Deathlock now? Isn't it better to go like... Yeah, Deadpool, Deathlock left? I think I would go left.
left.
I don't think you want to compete with Angela. Something like that. Honestly, this is tough, bro. Because you're not going to be able to play Null.
Sarah. Fuck. You think there should be a lot of ones, right? But he's got I've got priorities, so that
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh, he just
Oh, he
retreated.
left.
Cool. I was going to say probably a Punisher. Probably Punisher, Deadpool right.
Mm.
It's pretty good power. What you needed was your death, of course.
Yeah.
The bot list is here. I'll share it, Timothy, in chat in the comment section. Oh wait, can I chat here?
Yeah, you can put it in the comments. You can drop it in the comments.
I can't. There's no chat option for me to drop from here. I'll do it in the on
Do it in
the
private.
stream. I'll do it in the stream.
Yeah. Stream, yeah. All right.
All right, I shared it to him in the chat for you.
Yondizu. That was actually a good hit.
Yeah, it takes a long time for that chat to show up. Because I sent that in a minute ago. And it's not coming through. What did he kill?
He killed my death. Should I put Carnage down already? Or no. I should probably save it for Killmonger next turn, huh?
It's a tough call, actually, to be honest.
Or do I Killmonger now? I mean Carnage now and then Killmonger next turn.
No, I think your play's right.
What?
I think you
Carnage?
I think you play
Nova?
Nova now. I think you play
Okay.
Nova and then Killmonger next turn. Let's hope you play some one drops because yes, bro.
Ooh, freaking +5. This is about to be
Ooh.
bananas.
Ooh.
Hmm.
That's a bummer. I think you just play Null, actually. Probably
You
Null.
think so?
I
I'd
think
be
you play
leaving
Null
myself
and Carnage. I think you play Null and Carnage. I think you play Null middle. And then I think you play Carnage left.
open. Alright, I hope I don't get freaking nuked by damn Shang-Chi on this shit.
Why isn't the check coming through? Am I
It's not
not
showing.
allowed to? Am I not allowed to
You gotta
place
make sure
the-
you're not doing it in private chat.
No, I'm on the live chat on our video.
Oh, okay. No, sure then.
It's weird.
Oh, he moon grilled. Damn it,
Okay.
dude. What does he have? What did he moon girl?
Here, can you put it in the chat? Are you able to? Because you're like, I'm just a visitor. Maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do it after this next game.
Send it
look
to
at
me
your
in
text
private.
message.
What do you think, man? All right. Just drop
Alright,
that out there like that, or should I be trying to put Sabretooth out there? I don't know.
No, I like this play, but I'm not sure if you should play Killmonger middle. I feel like you should play Killmonger right or something. I don't think you're gonna need any more power middle, honestly, because it's gonna keep growing.
I feel like
You're
it's
gonna kill
not.
Deadpool.
He's gonna blast that bitch out of the sky as soon as he has a chance. Kitty priding it.
I don't know if he has, honestly. If he has,
She-Hulk.
I don't know if he has freaking Shane.
Oh,
but
he's
he
got
might.
two. He's got another She-Hulk.
It's okay. He's still not gonna. Oh damn, Bucky, that sucks. Have you drawn Venom yet?
Mm-mm. No,
I think you
just Carnage. What? Or do you think I just put it all on the other side, on left?
Huh. I think
To try
It
to
doesn't-
beat She-Hulk.
no. I think you do the other side. I think you go on the other side like you were gonna do.
Okay.
Make him commit to
Yeah.
Fist Tower a little more. I'm wondering though if you play Sabretooth middle. It's okay.
I gotta make decisions.
We had a WLG Discord. Do we need to change the name? Tim is asking if we have a Discord. Okay.
Oh,
I think you
Hmm.
just Deathlock. Do you Deathlock right? And then play Deadpool left and Yondu left?
nothing middle? Oh, because I'm going to gain off of Deathlock? a
Right.
little
Everything you
bit?
destroy over there, you're going to get on Null. So
I'm gonna gain
if
an
he
extra-
has Shang, you lose. That's true. I mean, that's
Yeah,
nothing
well,
you can
that's
do
my
about
only. Yeah, that's my only thing, man. Is if I freaking. What if I put Deadpool there? Oh, he retreated.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
See, he doesn't have Shang. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Shang honestly in a while. I actually removed Shang from my deck because there just wasn't
Did you?
anything worth Shanging. There wasn't anything worth Shanging. He was dead every time.
I came across
it was
at least
really
3 to
annoying.
4 random Shangs just flying out from bots' hands, but it
Oh,
was
bots might still run it.
Yeah. Let me see. Shoot me the link in a private. You
I did.
right?
I did. Okay, there it goes. Why can't I share it? That's bizarre.
I
I can't.
I just did
swear
it
I'd have-
from the stream.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. We can probably play like one more game.
Yeah.
See if
Yeah,
we
I
can
can do
get
one
back
more.
to 83.
Yeah, it's almost 5. I can do one more.
All right.
Yeah, let's see if we get back to 83 for you. AK the boss.
That freaking 8-cuber took me back, bro.
Yeah, it did.
Mhm.
Let's hope Null gets dropped there.
That'd be lovely. Ooh, Doc Ock. He's already beefy.
We're playing G Jizzle,
Galactus.
Big Daddy G.
Might want to hold off on then.
Do you put Bucky where Yandu is, or do you put him in the vault? Yeah.
I don't know. Normally I would put him where Yondu is, but I'm afraid of what's going to be pulled out at Grand Central.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
We could just deadlock next turn. No, that's good. No, I like what you did.
Okay.
Do what you did. You can just Yandu next. You can deathlock next turn. The Bucksters.
Doggone Master Mold. Putting this bullshit in my head.
Bucksters.
Just
Okay.
putting that BS in my head. Damn, I almost want to throw Sabretooth in there.
Yeah.
Just so you can get destroyed instead of playing it now.
It's not a bad idea, honestly. Feeds
Normally
no more.
I would try to destroy it as much as possible, but I don't want.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad decision.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, I think you deathlock.
Uh-huh.
And then I think next turn you Sentinel, Venom. Ooh, this is pretty good stuff, man. I don't know if you snap, but this is pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff, dude.
Let's see what he plays.
I don't even know if he beats your Null. Oh, he's going to play Galacti, dude, just so you know.
But yeah, and this is turn 5.
So he's playing Galactus. You could just throw some stuff inside places to get destroyed. Like you can throw Saber anywhere. You can throw Deadpool anywhere. Just feed your Null. He has Null too. I think you would win though. But wait, we're anticipating though. This is kind of a risky move. Or do we play like we would play? Like rewind? Rewind everything?
Well, we gotta make it.
Like play Saber middle, play Saber middle, play Venom middle, play Deadpool,
right?
Nah. Play Sentinel.
I don't want to clog, man.
Play Sentinel is more powerful Null.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think you do right there.
Okay, we'll work that.
And then hopefully
Death will be free. Sabretooth will be free.
And Null will be 6. So it's like, he didn't do it. So yeah, it's good that we played a real play.
Yeah. What's this guy doing? If that's if that's Nimrod, then it was Agatha.
Ooh.
What? She freaking filled my damn lane. God dog it.
He just got that for free, dude.
Dude.
I think you lost.
No.
Yeah. He's beating you.
He can just easily beat Magneto.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck, man? That sucks.
Dude, all because freaking Magneto got pulled randomly. Damn this freaking game.
Dude. That sucks.
Gosh, it's so annoying, dude.
That sucks so hard.
That is so
That sucks so hard.
It's so
God, they literally filled my entire hand up over there. Literally.
Gosh, man, this was over. Jeez,
It
man. It's just
literally
the
pulled
game
my
was
Deadpool.
over. It's a good thing we didn't snap.
It
'Cause that was a
pulled my
game.
damn Deadpool, man. Yeah.
Nah, it pulled Venom and Goblin. Oh, you mean it
No,
randomly
no.
pulled Deadpool?
Yeah, the random pull dropped my damn Deadpool, and then of course his effing Magneto pulls my damn Venom and whatnot, and that would have been okay. But he pulled that damn Green Goblin. It's like, damn, dude. Yeah, my luck is horrible in this game, man, for sure. That was just a terrible drop. But golly. Man,
No, I think he means that in reverse. Like I think he means like the other player's luck was like. through the roof
his
there.
luck was good. My
That guy
luck
got
was terrible.
lucky.
Yeah, dude. He was not. Agatha was not helping his ass at all. I don't even know what the hell was.
Nah, we were like, "What's going on here?" It was terrible plays. But then the freaking Magneto
plays. I guess it just sucks. I had a 3-drop. If I had dropped something, that
I
was
can't
a
believe
2-drop.
someone is playing Agatha outside of Infinite. You're trying to climb with Agatha? Like how dumb.
Yeah, because I don't
That's
think there was
real dumb.
I don't think there was a random card that was added to our deck. So yeah, but he had Agatha and he had Master Mold.
Hey, do you remember in Diablo 3, man, when you would get the goblin pocket dimension? Where, like a goblin would pop out and you go in there and it was just like a plethora of like it was just a plethora of gold. And like
the goblin world where it had like the unicorns and the ice cream.
Yeah, and like it was like chests and everything everywhere, and there's goblins all over the place, and you were killing the goblins.
Right. Yeah.
And like it was like just treasure galore. You got to find another goblin pocket dimension this morning, dude.
I know, right? I need to find another pocket dimension for freaking for the morning, so I can juice up to Infinite, dude.
Yeah, man. That way you'll beat me to Infinite.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, man. All right. Well, couldn't end on a high note, but I didn't fall too far from where I originally started at. I'm like right up under it. So
the same spot, I think, because we
I was at 83. I was literally at 83 when we started, and I dropped down to like 82.
Oh, that's right. You're at 82.5, I think. Yeah. So you're just
like all great. I'll try to do some more battling tonight. See if I can possibly climb to 90. I wish I could stream, but I'm at work and shit. Just the cell phone reception just isn't good.
Yeah, for sure.
I've done it before on the channel. Like there's some streams, but they're just like bad quality because they're just like choppy as hell. But yeah. But anyways, man, appreciate you guys for stopping by, chilling with us. Let us know if you guys like 2099, you looking for that, you looking for Silk. If you like these updates that they did with some of these cards, let me know if you're gonna play Medusa like today. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna drop Rogue in your deck so you can play something. Tim, appreciate you. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock.
Deuces. Peace.
All right, man. Late.
Late.
Squad, we out.